Silence, all stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Strangi Agarwal.
May it please the court, I move that Shrangi Agarwal be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Shrangi Agarwal be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shanina Saba Ali.
May it please the court, I move that Shanina Sabi Ali be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Shanina Saba Ali be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Farah Amin.
May it please the court, I move that Farah Amin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Farah Amin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Majd Hashim Awada.
May it please the court, I move that Majd Hashim Awada be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Majd Hashim Awada be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christoph Aza.
May it please the court, I move that Christoph Aza be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Christoph Aza be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emily Kate Bannon.
May it please the court, I move that Emily Kate Bannon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Emily Kate Bannon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nathan Aaron Bletcher.
May it please the court, I move that Nathan Aaron Fletcher be moved as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Nathan Aaron Fletcher be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Russell John Kavanagh.
May it please the court, I move that Russell John Kavanagh be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Russell John Kavanagh be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michael James Cicchini.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Michael James Cicchini, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Michael James Cicchini be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabella Therese Costa.
May it please the court, I move that Isabella Therese Costa be admitted as a solicitor of this Supreme Court.
That Isabella Therese Costa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tegan Mary Earnshaw.
May it please the court, I move that Tegan Mary Earnshaw be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Tegan Mary Earnshaw be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Fan.
May it please the court, I move that my sister Catherine Fan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Catherine Fan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Omar Flores.
May it please the court, I move that Omar Flores be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Omar Flores be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Danielle Jessica Gorton.
May it please the court, I move that Danielle Jessica Gorton be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Danielle Jessica Gorton be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emily Jean Grundy Hyam.
May it please the court, I move that Emily Jean Grundy Hyam be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emily Jean Grundy Hyam be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Lucille Mate Guignard.
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Lucille Mate Gunard be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jessica Lucille Mate Cunard be admitted, Guinard be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicholas John Henneberry.
May it please the court, I move that Nicholas John Henneberry be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nicholas John Henneberry be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Wendy Hu.
May it please the court, I move that Wendy Hu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Wendy Hu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tegan Iona McNally Hutchison.
May it please the court, I move Tegan Iona McNally Hutchison be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Tegan Iona McNally Hutchison be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Jan.
May it please the court, I move that Catherine Jang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Catherine Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jia Dai Jang.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Judicial, be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jai Dai Young be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Margaret Jones.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Margaret Jones be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sarah Margaret Jones be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dowd David Camoon.
May it please the court, I move that my brother, Dowd David Camus, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Dowd David Camoon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tiffany Katruzis.
May it please the court, I move that Tiffany Katruzis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Tiffany Katruzis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Diana Catherine Arundel Lambert.
May it please the court, I move that my sister, Diana Catherine Arundel Lambert, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Diana Catherine Arundel Lambert be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Curry Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Kari Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Kari Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Eugene Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Eugene Lee be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
That Eugene Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zinyi Liu.
May it please the court, I move that my wife, Ting Liu, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Zinyi Liu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yan Liu.
May it please the court, I move that Yan Liu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Yan Liu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ziyu Mao.
May it please the court, I move that Ziyu Mao be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
And Ziyu Mao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Philip Hadley Lopez Mackay.
May it please the court, I move that Philip Hadley Lopez Mackay be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Philip Hadley Lopez Mackay be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Abanoob Mikhail.
May it please the court, I move that Abanoob Mikhail be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Abanoob Mikhail be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Daniel Peter Morris.
May it please the court, I move that my brother Daniel Peter Morris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Daniel Peter Morris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ramsha Naz.
May it please the court, I move that Ramshah Naz be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Ramshah Naz be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kayla Emily Ingerman Nielsen.
May it please the court, I move that Kayla Emily Ingerman Nielsen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Kayla Emily Ingerman Nielsen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ravi Nindra.
May it please the court, I move that Ravi Nindra be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Ravi Nindra be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dorothea Marie Noon.
May it please the court, I move that Dorothea Marie Noon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Dorothea Marie Noon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Damita Paddy.
May it please the court, I move that Darmita Paddy be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Darmita Paddy be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ash Rampal.
May it please the court, I move that Ash Rampal be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Ash Rampal be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexandra Louise Roussos.
May it please the court, I move that Alexandra Louise Roussos be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Alexandra Louise Roussos be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Suman Ali Sawa.
May it please the court, I move that Suman Ali Sawa be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Suman Ali Sawa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Maria Skorokova.
May it please the court, I move that Maria Skorokova be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Maria Skorokova be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Eliza Jane Stracy.
May it please the court, I move that Eliza Jane Stracy be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Eliza Jane Stracy be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Freya Kathleen Taylor.
May it please the court, I move that Freya Kathleen Taylor be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Freya Kathleen Taylor be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hugo Henry Thomas Dubler.
May it please the court. I move that my son, Hugo Henry Thomas Dubler, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Hugo Henry Thomas Dubler be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Karen Rose Torres.
May it please the court, I move that Karen Rose Torres be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Karen Rose Torres be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tara Page Tousley Greer.
May it please the court, I move that Tara Page Tuesday Greer be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Tara Page Tuesday Greer be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexandra Faith Voicey.
May it please the court, I move that Alexandra Faith Voicey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Alexandra Faith Voicey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alicia Lavinia Waller.
May it please the court, I move that Alicia Lavinia Waller be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Alicia Lavinia Waller be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Benjamin Jack Watson.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Benjamin Jack Watson, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Benjamin Jack Watson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hue Nin Woon.
May it please the court, I move that Hoi Nin Woon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Hoi Nin Woon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Junya Yang.
May it please the court, I move that Junyang Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Junyang Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chao Ting Yung.
May it please the court, I move that Chao Ting Yung be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Chao Ting Yung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jerry Renxian Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Jerry Rengxian Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jerry Rengxian Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for the applicants whose admission has just been moved to stand as directed and remain standing for the purpose of swearing of an oath or making of a declaration and affirmation. So please stand as directed by the officiating officer.
Could rows 1 and 2 on my right please stand? Shrangi Agarwal, Shanina Zaba Ali, Farah Arman, Majd Hashim Aweda, Christoph Aza, Emily Kate Bannon, Nathan Aaron Bletcher, Russell John Kavanagh, Michael James Cicchini, Isabel Therese Costa, Tegan Mary Earnshaw, Catherine Fan, Omar Flores, Danielle Jessica Gorton, Emily Jean Grundy Hyam, Jessica Lucille Mate Guignard. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand? Nicholas John Henneberry, Wendy Hu, Tegan Iona McNally Hutchison, Catherine Jan, Jardai Jang, Sarah Margaret Jones, Dowd David Camoon, Tiffany Kotruzis, Diana Catherine Arundel Lambert, Kari Lee, Eugene Lee, Xin Yi Lu, Yan Lu, Ziyu Mao, Philip Hadley Lopez Mackay, Abanu Mikhail. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Please say, "So help me God," or "I do." Thank you. Please sit down. And could the row in front please stand up? Daniel Peter Morris, Ramsha Naz, Kayla Emily Ingerman Nielsen, Ravi Nindra, Dorothea Marie Noon, Damita Paddy, Ash Rampal, Alexandra Louise Roussos, Suman Ali Sawa. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
So help me God.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could the two rows on my left please stand? Maria Skorikova, Eliza Jane Stracy, Freya Kathleen Taylor, Hugo Henry Thomas Dubler, Karen Rose Torres, Tara Page Tusley Greer, Alexandra Faith Voicey, Alicia Lavinia Waller, Benjamin Jack Watson, Huey Nin Woon, Junya Yang, Chao Ting Yung, Jerry Renzian Zhang. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
Well, may I warmly welcome you all to this, the Banco Court of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Present with me on the bench today, to my immediate right, is Justice Rothman, Senior Judge in the Common Law Division. To my immediate left, Justice Stevenson, Judge of the Equity Division, the Commercial List, and also the Adoptions Judge. To Justice Rothman's right, Justice Armstrong, who is the President of the New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal, and to my far left, Justice Chen, who is a member of the Common Law Division of the Court. Together, we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you, the newly admitted lawyers, to practice this morning. We've done so sitting on the land for which the Gadigal of the Eora Nation have cared and been custodians for thousands of years, and the court pays its most sincere respects to elders past and present, and extends those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Well, to all of the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for celebration. We up here on the bench know how hard you've all worked to get here. It's a memory that never really leaves you. And I'm also pleased to welcome those with you today, physically in court or watching on the live stream. For many of you, the support of your family and friends will have been invaluable. No doubt they've also been on the receiving end of your finely polished or developing skills of argument and persuasion. And I encourage you to take the time to thank them today. Depending on how good an advocate you are, you might even convince them to take you for a civilised lunch or a long dinner at the end of the day as a way of celebration. Now, in being admitted as a lawyer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession with the custom of advocates swearing an oath on admission to practice dating back to the 12th century. And this court first admitted lawyers in 1824, nearly 200 years ago. And by 1830, the names of lawyers in this state were entered onto the rolls, as you will do immediately after this ceremony, in a continuation of that tradition. It's in acknowledgement of the weighty responsibility that you undertake that we observe today's unique formalities, including the fact that your admission has been moved by somebody who is already a member of the profession, and also by the fact that you have made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family and peers, as well as the bench. They and we are all witnesses to the promises and undertakings you have publicly made this morning. In terms of tradition and formality, you will see from some of the portraits on the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes, in some cases literally, as have been worn by our predecessors. Symbolically, that highlights the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales, although the judges wearing the robes are now drawn from an increasingly diverse pool. As to continuity of the rule of law, in a world in which there is much global uncertainty and insecurity, the rule of law is more important than ever and not simply a phrase of some theoretical import. The rule of law is the opposite of the arbitrary abuse of power and the rule of autocratic dictators and populists. And we know from recent history that there is nothing theoretical about those threats. The law touches every part of our society, and it can and will lead you all in many different directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you have made this morning is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. Whether you work in private practice, at the bar, in a community legal centre, a Crown Law office, a government department or agency, or in an entirely different field, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. And you must strive at all times to uphold these cardinal values. Admission as a member of the legal profession is a privilege and not a right. Now, notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending this ceremony to which I've referred, not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. For example, the rapid technological shift brought about by the pandemic has had profound and ongoing implications for the way in which our legal system interacts with members of the community, and has also delivered greater workplace flexibility for practitioners, particularly those with family responsibilities and in regional and remote communities. But while the increased use of technology in the courts offers a number of tangible advantages, the practice of the law has human nature and human interaction at its core. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different and difficult situations, how they perform under pressure and deal with each other. And as I said in my swearing-in speech as Chief Justice almost a year ago, whilst the remote practice of the law may be possible, it is far from desirable. There are, of course, other changes in the law and the legal profession that deserve attention in addition to those brought about by the pandemic. When we think of the diversity of the legal profession, we encounter a duality that we have actually come a long way, but still more needs to be done. For example, although women were originally not permitted to practice, since 2018, women have made up more than half of all solicitors with a practising certificate in New South Wales and currently make up 64% or 66% of solicitors under the age of 30. And some of the most senior positions in the law in Australia are held by distinguished female practitioners, including the Chief Justices of the High Court and of Victoria, Queensland and the ACT, as well as Justice Ward, the President of our Court of Appeal, indeed Justice Armstrong, the President of NCAT, as well as the state's DPP and Senior Public Defender. There should also be strong representation of lawyers from the many different backgrounds which comprise our rich cosmopolitan community. Diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates and judges assists in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. The admissions ceremonies on which I have sat since becoming a judge 4 years ago, including this ceremony, highlight that there is a far greater diversity of background amongst junior lawyers than when I commenced practice. that is a very good thing, and leaders of the profession and the courts are working hard to foster inclusiveness and diversity in the profession. That in turn contributes to the building of trust in and respect for both the judiciary and the legal profession more generally, and ultimately the rule of law. Shortly, I will invite two young lawyers who were in your shoes not so very long ago to say a few words of their own by way of welcome. You will find that the legal profession is one rich with opportunities. But before doing that, let me offer a little bit of advice, friendly advice. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you have developed to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and to the administration of justice. At various points in your career, you will make mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We all make mistakes from time to time. When you do make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means you must take responsibility, correct what you can, and learn from those errors. One mistake I would urge you not to make is to give your clients the advice you think they want to hear. I can assure you that that will not be good advice. Justice Gageler, before he was one of our finest High Court judges, once said, and I quote, "You must be prepared to give the same answer to the same question for the same reasons, no matter who asks the question or for what purpose or in what context the asking may occur." That is, as you would expect, very good advice. Being a lawyer means that you're an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember that you're not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum, but the law as it applies to real people's lives. An individual in need of your services as a lawyer is in most cases an individual facing some kind of great personal challenge or crisis affecting his or her liberty, property, personal well-being, or health or financial position. For these reasons, you must always strive to deliver legal services sensitively, competently and fearlessly, yes, but always with courtesy and integrity. And in that context, I like to emphasise in this speech the importance of the notion of civility. Aspects of the law, especially if you are involved in the litigation side of practice, are confrontational. The practice of the law can be stressful and demanding enough without personal animus and antagonism between practitioners adding to the load, as it sometimes does. It is essential that you maintain your detachment, balance, and good humour, remembering at all times that you are now members of a profession, which is not a business. And remember this, the best advocates can and do make their point simply and succinctly. Often, less is more. Some of the most experienced lawyers and judges could also use that reminder from time to time, and I do not exclude myself from that category. For a non-lawyer, law is often incomprehensible or at least very complex. One of your roles as a lawyer will be to make the law accessible to others, sometimes by deciphering legal complexities, other times by deciphering poor legal drafting, sometimes both. Strive to be clear and concise at all times in both your writing and your speaking. In the practice of the law, your physical and mental health are also both extremely important. There may, and I dare say will be times when you feel overwhelmed, burnt out, or distressed. Legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. Now, that's often because lawyers quite honourably want to go the extra mile for their client. They want to ensure that they're completely on top of the brief or on top of the facts, understand the challenge, but they do put in long hours, and it can be, as I say, physically and mentally taxing. You must work hard to keep your balance and to keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do as well. If you do get overwhelmed by it all, as frankly we all have from time to time, try to take a step back and recapture some perspective. Also remember that the law, the legal profession, is a highly collegiate one. And in that context, let me now call upon two young representatives, one of the Bar Association, one of the Law Society, to say a few words by way of welcome. Ms. Trong, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Yvonne Trung, and I have been practicing at the bar since September last year, predominantly in civil litigation. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer and, in my case, a barrister, and I am proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job and that it allows me to give expert advice to and to represent people in court and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website, and each year there is a Career at the Bar Open Day. In your first year of practice as a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, which organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 year barristers like me, and a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. Whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Ms. Borowski, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Taylor Spirovsky, and not very long ago, I stood where you are standing today. And what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It's not always been easy and it can be overwhelming. But as I stand here today, after 12 months of working as a solicitor, I can tell you that I've already learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I've learned is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, as we've heard, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I've been a part of the Law Society's New South Wales Young Lawyers branch for over 2 years now, as I joined as a law graduate. Here I have found friendship, inspiration, guidance and support when I needed it most, as well as opportunities to advocate and join committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up or speak to your employer. We look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community. Remember that it is your profession to better and to shape, and I wish you all the best in that pursuit. Please.
Thank you. Well, may I say this to you all in closing. The law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging and satisfying, and it's populated by intelligent, committed and dynamic people such as yourselves. You should be proud to be a lawyer and of your achievements to date, and you should remain proud to be a lawyer. It is a very important profession, and you are now a very important part of it. Hold your heads high and the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead. So on behalf of Justices Rothman, Stevenson, Armstrong, Chen and myself, together with all our colleagues on the Supreme Court, I once again congratulate you on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.